Okay, I thought I was ready, but we're kind of ready. I'm just trying to get the track in order here. One second, one second. Almost there. Oh, I've got a fun little factoid for you. Here, Mr. Shelley. But hello, everyone. Midwest F1 League, as you can see now on the screen. That took me forever to get up. We're at Monza today, and as well as the title, as you can see on the bottom of your screen, round 8 of season 7 in the Midwest F1 League, Midwest Esports Midwest F1 League under. So, but yeah, Shelly and I are having a good little baseball chat, as we tend to do prior to. But why don't you say hello there, Shelly? What's going on with you today?
Hello, people from the other side of the world. I'm here. Show the Turtle. I'm back in D1. Last week I was in D2. Little solo stream. You check that out in the little links if you want to watch that catastrophe.
Yeah, I saw that up on the YouTube page there. So yeah, definitely go check that out. It is up there for everyone's to view. But we got things going about on time. We usually be trying to get it 5 minutes early, but we're a little bit behind schedule. We're on schedule if we're 3 minutes behind schedule. But anywho, with that being said, I'm gonna actually give you that a little bit of a trivia early here.
Early trivia.
Here, there's Shelly.
Alright.
So, Monza, okay, which is where we're at this evening, as everyone can see on the middle of the screen there. Monza is one of the most highest fatality circuits in all of motor car racing. Can you name where it lands on the top 10? Can you take?
Can I ask for like kind of a hint?
Sure. What's the like? As in, you need.
As like, is this on the top 10? Because is Emma on the top 10? Like before they like fixed it.
Imola. Or I think I saw it on the top 10. I think it's. I don't see it on the. I think it's like 7, 8 to 10. I did see that it had some fatalities. But
How many fatalities does Monza have?
Okay, I'll give you that. Monza has 42 fatalities, 42 driver fatalities.
That's like half, 2 grids, two and some change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it's top 5 for sure.
Okay, Nikki, thank you very much for the resub. Appreciate it, man. Always good to see you doing so, as well as seeing you racing.
Yeah, it's outright.
Okay.
I think
Pitter
it's
patter.
number. What?
Pitter patter. Give me a guess.
I don't think it's number 1. I think that's a curveball. I think it's either 2 or 3. I'm gonna go with my gut and say it's 2.
No, it is number 5.
What? Well, I was right.
Yeah,
Okay.
number 1 is actually Isle of Man,
Oh.
which has 242 fatalities. Now, listen to this. Listen to this little. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Okay, so Autoblog notes that there have been only 2 years since World War II, which have not seen any casualties from the race. So, how messed up is that? That was the 2 years was in 1982, when somehow everyone made it through alive, and in 2001. Because the race was cancelled due to foot and mouth disease in the UK. But other than that, every year since World War II, there's someone been died in that race. That is just messed up. Why do they keep doing that race? Someone most recently died there in June this year.
Yeah, you think you might get, tip on the head there. It's probably not the safest circuit to keep going back at. But hey, they keep doing it, and people will still watch it as long as they do it. So.
Yeah, people still keep wanting to do it. Okay, sorry. This article was posted in 2014, so there may have been a race that has not seen a casualty since then. I just checked the article date on that one. But anywho, quickly, before we get into qualifying here, let's take a look at the schedule to be. Next week, we're in Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure where we are for the actual stream schedule, but maybe at some point we can check that out and let you know. But
oh my gosh! Sorry, in 2022, 5 died.
5 died, and oh my goodness, why do they keep racing there? That is so messed up. Oh goodness. Yeah. But okay, here you go. Actually, we'll go 1 to 5 here. Isle of Man first with 242. The Nürburgring with 68. Indianapolis Motor Speedway with 56. And these are all, from what I understand off the article, are driver fatalities. And
Okay.
then Spa-Francorchamps with 48. And then Monza with 42. Dakar Rally with 27. And Le Mans with 22.
Yeah, that's something you should watch in your free time. Rally or World Rally Championship. They do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
No, for sure. It's absolutely crazy here. But yeah, there you go. You can see the rest of the schedule up on your screen. We've also got the Drivers' Championships. Cornsey seems to have a pretty locked up lead here. Kitten Petter's given us the rain all race, so that's going to make things very interesting. This is going to be fun. Good evening to you, Mother Ellie. Thanks again for coming into chat. 3 drivers currently sitting in relegation are GSR Edgar, JCast, and Kitten Petter. Lanzi has been dropping down the table ever since he's come up in the divisions. I'm just going to rip through these here, Shelly. If you want to let me know who you're going to jump on board with for the hot lap, and then I'll swing over.
JCast.
Sounds good. Okay, through the constructors, Alpine has just an absolute stranglehold on that as well. Scornsy looking to rack up his 5th straight Constructors Championship, and he's looking to do so. Looking very good in that Alpine with GSR Edgar alongside. Speaking of GSR Edgar, picked up the win last week, and he is in the lobby today, and we'll see how things go. But right now, we're going to jump on board with JCast.
Yeah, comes out of Parabolica. Down to start, finish straight. One of the places in F1, you hold down the throttle for the most amount of time. He's maxed now at 216, 217 even. Wonder if he's running 0-0 wings. That might be a theme among wheel users tonight. Goes to 1 and 2 very nicely in second gear, and here he comes from Curva Grande. And most of these corner names are in Italian, but I picked out the ones that had translated. Shout out me. And to 4-5. Remember last year that inside curve of 5 was very brutal, and so was 4. But it looks like it is a little bit better this year. Take it very nicely. And guess what? There's not 1 but 2 Wesmos. They used through Wesmo 1. Here comes Wesmo number 2. I kind of said that prematurely. That is my bet. So where's my DRS? Because that's the second DRS straight, and that's the last DRS straight on this track. Barreling down towards the infamous Ascari, that if you mess up your entry, your whole line, this whole chicane is messed up. Takes it very nicely and floors it 6th gear, about 160 miles an hour. He's got somebody weaving in front of him. Hopefully they get out of the way. But they are still doing their own thing. Around Parabolica, he will come. Let's see what time. JCast 14 will set in 6th gear, flooring it into 7th, into 8th, and he's out of ERS actually. Across the line at 120.6. Oh, and his teammate beats him by about 10.
And then it's Scavney. Looking like we're going to get Edwin. No, it's actually going to be Ryan Rod's taking pole position. A Red Bull of KB going 3rd. The other Aston Martin in Impossible starting a hot lap. Mitch Burns, no it's not, is Kit Better starting his hot lap as well. We have an Alpine in Scornsey who is invalid. That's a big surprise. Dace is well invalid. GSR Edgar, he's being caught by a Ferrari of Jonathan Duck, I imagine that being. Followed by a McLaren. We're going to get some quick times through here. We're going to have several cars coming out Parabolica. Actually, it looks like the Ferrari there of Jonathan Duck is actually slowly catching. But we're on Jonathan Duck, and yes, he was. He actually did end up overtaking Lancey over the line there in 3rd place. That's a good position for him so far. I wanted Smith Pell. No, I actually want Killer, but no, he is actually on a cool down. And Kate Thomas spinning out around the final turn. We get a decent little look on board with Elma Jacko. He's actually heading into the pit. So on board with GSR Edwin we go. GSR Edwin looking to kind of bring back some form after winning the very first race of this season, and then kind of losing it ever since then. Mitch Burns is going to round out all these drivers coming through on their first lap. Into the top 10 he goes. Kitten Petter, then Impossible Bacon. Impossible has abandoned that lap, so next up will be Kitten Petter. And then we're going to get 11 times through early. Still 8 drivers. Actually, wow, what a commentator's curse that was. Damn.
I enjoyed the damn there. The funny thing about that is I was talking before the race. He said during qualifying, I'm going to run ABS, but through the race, I'm going to need no ABS to stop before I start spinning in parabolic. It looks like you probably turn ABS back off and focus on getting a nice lap in there. Fortunate there for the AlphaTauri driver. Who else we got on the hot lap?
It looks like it's going to be Aero Racing Design here coming into turn 1, so we'll stay on board with him throughout the entire lap. Well, while we do, we've got a little bit of time to go through, so we'll check out the Division 2 Constructors Championship there, and then we'll get on to the drivers quite quickly, as well as I have an updated graphic of the teams for Division 1 here. But yes, Mercedes leading the way in Division 2. McLaren second, Aston Martin third, Ferrari fourth, and AlphaTauri fifth, and everyone else needs to get a little bit better. Leading the way is Dirty Boy Jackson up at the top spot, looking to try and get promotion to Division 1 for Season 8, and that sounds absolutely crazy. Dusty, Lusky, Race Day are the other two that are looking to get promoted. KD, Ray, and Gott Palmer need to get a move on there as we're starting to run out of races here exactly halfway through the season. But on to you there, Shelly. What do you got to say?
Yeah, no, I like what I see there from Dirty Boy Jackson. We saw him a couple of times this season in D1. Also, like Race Day, he was real optimistic. If you remember last season, we were down there in D3. And he's putting some pace in there as well. Most surprising, light work in P5 right now. Thought he would have a commanding lead over that division, but he does not.
Yeah, no, I think he joined up on Division 2 a little bit late. I think, didn't he step away for a bit and then kind of recently come back?
I thought he'd been back for the whole season. Maybe that's my bad.
I might be wrong as well. Next over, the only person on the hot lap, Scornsy and Day sitting 1-2 in the Drivers' Championship in Division 1. Wally as well. Once again, have a little bit of a moment. We'll go through the updated Division 1 standings. Electric Blade, the expected spin from Getting Better. Ouch. That's pretty rude.
Oh.
But you can see there the drivers in the light green, just to let you know, make it easier on you, are the new drivers in Division 1 taking the full-time seats. At some point throughout the beginning of the season, things have changed. We're halfway through, so 3 drivers have stepped into Division 1 since starting in Division 2. That's Jonathan Dunk, Lancy, and KB. Ferrari, McLaren, and Red Bull, all with a new second driver, as it seems, this season, with the long-standing drivers of Dace, Emil Jacko, and Cake Thomas landing in the teammates' position.
I was looking to see who we're missing tonight. We are missing Tiger NASCAR. I guess didn't get a reserve in time to fill that seat. But hey, Drivers' Championship leader Scornsy can come across the line. And he's going to be well off of GSR Ryan Rod's time. One thing that does very amazing every week, Ryan Rod is considerably ahead of the field. And the amount of time that's put in the game to be that fast is just bewildering, baffling. I don't know. Some kind of work. Yeah. But hey, kudos to him. He is always at the top of the league.
Yeah, and it's just, you got to think, every time every season that these two have battled against each other, it just seems like something, the luck just does not go, or it just leans to one way for one of these two drivers between Ryan Rods and Scornsy. Ryan Scornsy had that unfortunate mishap, or on board with Ryan Rods and into the wall, and yes, he does. He's gone. Spins out after a Scary, loses it into the inside wall after turn 10, into the Liqui Moly sign. Ooh, it just kind of like hunted him down there. Completely threw him for a loop, and that is it for his qualifying. So he's going to have to stand at a 1:19.575. And he's still valid for pole position. So correct?
Yes, he has set a time and come back out. So baby, bye. Back in the pits, you go, Ryan Rods. Who else we got on a flyer? I think I just saw a Ferrari spin in Sector 2. That was the Dunk man, Jonathan Dunk.
I'm on board with Scavney here. He's about to come around parabolic. Who's the, I think that's Edgar in behind him. Is he on a hot lap there?
Edgar is not on the hot lap.
Okay, so we got Scavney coming over the line, then we got a Haas. Scavney does improve on his time and goes into 5th place. Pretty good. Is it the Haas of forward? It is, but forward is way off of his time. So maybe Mitch Burns? No, it is Kitten Petter. And Kitten Petter is just trying to get a time over here. It doesn't look like he's going to be setting any records with this one. But it will put him into 16th place.
Yeah, you know what? A lap's a lap. He is on the board.
That is true.
And the Alfa Romeo pair and Aero Racing Design. Can't fault him.
No, very true, very true. Edwin did just improve on his time, jumping up into second. So right now we have a Ferrari, or sorry, a Mercedes 1-2 and a Ferrari 3-4. So that's kind of fun.
You also got a Red Bull 9-10 and a Haas 11-12. A little bit of a weird shenanigans going on tonight.
Yeah, Mitch Burns now getting his time over. Killer XL once again invalid.
Yeah, Bacon.
Yeah, he's in the pit.
Yeah, he was up almost 3 tenths. I believe just Arrow. Yeah, he jumped up P11 for the racing design, man.
Yeah.
Who else?
That was his first time set. Killer still yeah, both Alpha males without a time there.
More you know.
I'm not sure. Maybe if you can find someone else on a hot lap here, I'll go to the Division 3 Drivers' Championship. We got a moment once again. But leading the way in Division 3 is Isaiah Yines. VTech, as you saw last week in Division 1 with the podium, absolutely massive from him, launching himself up the Division 3 Drivers' Championship. In Division 1, I got to repeat, Division 1, Division 3 driver podiumed. Very impressive. And VTech, long-time driver in the Midwest F1 League, so a lot of people are very happy to see that. So congratulations to you, VTech. Easy Rider Yoey, currently sitting third. And then a newly promoted driver, I believe that's Kiwi Fruit, down in 20th. He needs to kind of get a move on there because he's way down the order. Josh R. Mopower Cowboy currently sitting in relegation as we sit halfway through the season. But who do you got for us here, Shelly?
In D3, I do think Kiwi Fruit can make a run to not get relegated. But who I got to win the championship, I got my boy VTech. I was sticking with my boy VTech.
VTech's a good guy.
Yeah, great guy.
Yeah, I'm on board right now with Smith Pell, and Ascari has taken one casualty earlier here.
Brings up to 43 for the year, of the lifetime total.
I think Scornsy's on a hot lap there if you want to jump on board with him. I'll switch over after Smith Pell finishes Parabolica here. Swinging deep around the outside there. Now brings it back down the end. Wants to stay on the racing line and comes over in 19th place.
Scornsy through Sector 1. Actually, he went purple, but only improved by 1,000. Not really sure what's going on there.
Must have really botched something then.
Must have. We'll have to see what his time is after Sector 2. I know last week VTech was flying in the DRS straight in Zandvoort, and nobody could get past him because he was running very low wings. So, kudos to VTech for getting the podium.
Oh, so it says Scornsy went purple through Sector 2 as well. Now through Ascari here. Did he make that big a mistake on Ascari last time through? Because I couldn't imagine him losing that much time through Parabolica.
Yeah, I think Ascari had to be in the culprit there. Comes around Parabolica. Kind of a tighter line than last time, so I'm almost off the track. This level's a lot better, and it's up into P2. Still 3 tenths behind Ryan Watts. So just shows you how good of a lap that was.
Yeah, no, true enough. Oh, and GSR Edgar launches himself up there. We just missed that, going purple Sector 3. Damn, alright. Edgar saying, hey, don't forget about me. Gotta remember, he did win last week's race, and now this is kind of what we were expecting at the beginning of the season, like Ryan Rod's, Edgar Scornsy, and Edwin just to duke it out, and then like as well as we can't forget about Dace. This is gonna be exciting. I mean, like, and we got the rain coming too, man. This might be a good one.
I can tell you, it's better than real life F1 right now. It's a close field here in D1 every week, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
It is. The storylines are really coming through. Now, Scornsy has dominated the first half of the season. We'll see if he's able to keep that going the rest of Season 7 and try and ruin the three-peat that Ryan Rods has in play. But, I mean, Scornsy, of course, has had his three-peat ruined by Ryan Rods all the way back in Season 5 it was. So he's trying to do the same and then maybe try and start his repetition of championships in the future seasons. But we'll see. I mean, I imagine as long as these two stay in the league, I'm really hoping that we'll see just the absolute duking of championships between them.
I hope to see a new competitor come along and try to challenge them as well. As much as these GSR guys bow out every week, you know, we got Dace and Duncan out. Can't forget about Scavney. He's always a top 10 guy. He almost won a championship once. Settled by 1 point, I believe.
No, it was a draw. It was a draw.
It
was settled by wins.
Yeah. So, top 7 there all coming to championship. Just got to put together a season.
Yeah, no, very true. There's just so many storylines. You gotta love it.
Yeah, gotta love the rich history of the MWF1 League, as that's McLaren wing that got hit in Parabolica. But I'm not looking at that. We're looking at Kitten Patter coming across the line. Bruce White almost 4/10, and still P17. So, not great,
Yeah, some room to grow there, some room to grow. GSR Edwin now starting another hot lap. Scavney about to start one. J-Cast, I believe, he's about to start one. Mitch Burns is currently on one, and he's currently up on his time here, so he's coming around the final turn. Parabolica up into 8th gear, over the line, into 9th place. Does improve a couple positions. And that field, look at that, from freaking 6th place down to... I guess you can argue 17th, but I'd tighten it up a little. 6th place to 13th is separated by 3/10 of a second, really. Like, absolutely just, can barely separate these guys.
Yeah, Div 1 pace has always been very close when in qualifying, especially. And it just shows here again tonight. Very close field. And you'll have to see it, because that means anything can happen during the race.
Yeah, we got Dace about to come over the line here, looking to try and get into P2. What happened there? He must have spun in Sector 3, because when I got on board with him, he showed that he was way up on his time, and this is his final go. We're losing time here. Kinpetter, I think is he into the pit? Is that it for him? It is.
Edwin, speaking to 3, he's on a flyer. He's up about 10th and a half through Sector 3. Now, Parabolica, he comes the Mercedes driver, kind of as much as he can across the line. And, just gets in the P3 ahead of Scornsy. Scornsy's on outlap, speaking of Scornsy. See how that develops. Now we got Dace who's up to 10th in Sector 1. We got Dunk, who's doing Dunk things. And, who else we got?
Scavney just launched up into 4th.
Whoa!
Lancey to start one. Cake to start one. Is that Scornsy finishing? No, it's Edgar to start one. The Alfa Romeo's at the back of the pack here. Killer goes off, taking a very deep line through Parabolica, and does improve on his time in the end.
Yes, qualifying is over. We got Smith Pell. He's up almost 4/10, coming along the back straight there. But before that, we have an Alpine, I believe. Nope.
Dace, actually. Dace's background it just does barely improve, but not enough to get any positions. Smith Pell next over. He is way up on his time, and he will go into 15th place, so it gets a big jump at the end there. And we're going to have a lot of drivers coming over at the end. A lot of them are in Sector 2. We have a spun-out Ferrari of Jonathan Dunk there around Delesmo, too.
Scornsy up almost 10th and a half through Ascari. Purple in Sector 2. Can he take pole? The man at DNF earlier. Before we get to that, we got 2 Aston Martins. Now actually only one of them. It's Bacon up 4/10, coming around Parabolica, where he's going to finish. Coming to the line, DRS. Oh, I thought he almost evaluated himself. P12. Good for you, Impossible Bacon. Now it's Scornsy up at 10 and 300. He's going to only be able to do P4. Some work to do in the race. What else we got there? Crash between.
Lancey, Cake Thomas, and I think Edgar's coming over once more. Edgar, can he take pole? Yes, just a bitter death. Sneaks away pole position. Oh, Jonathan Dunk, but yeah, he's done. So, wow, Edgar taking it on the final go. We got to remember, though, Ryan Rod's only put in 1 lap. He only put in 1 lap, and that stood until overtime in qualifying here. So, quite impressive there from Ryan Rod, still to finish P2. But Edgar, hats off to you for sneaking it in the end, showing a very solid clutch team there, with him going to be on the front row alongside Ryan Rods. And his teammate Scornsy with the teammate of Ryan Rods there in the second row with Edwin and Scornsy sitting alongside each other. So that's going to be a fun start going into turn 1.
Yeah, like how these constructors have lined up this season. Always been an Alpine Mercedes duel. The drivers, and now Edgar and Edwin both picking it up. Speaking of more 3s, Edwin has 3 in his name, and there's 3 GSR guys in the top 3. So there you go. A little bit of repetition there, alliteration, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. You have to. Yeah, don't remind them though, because they're not going to stop talking about it now. Yeah. All right. But here we go. Final qualifying order. Like I said before, Edgar taking pole at the bitter death. Now Ryan Rod sitting 2, but like I said before, only set 1 time, so we'll see how he can do in the race. GSR Edwin 3, Scornsy 4, Scavney 5, Lancey 6, Day 7, Jonathan Dunk 8th, Aero Racing Design 9th, and Mitch Burns 10th. And we got to remember too that it's going to be a rain race. We don't know how many of these guys actually put on rain setups, if they plan for that in qualifying. But anywho, Kate Thomas 11th, Forward 12th, Impossible Bacon 13th, KB 14th, Elma Jacko 15th, Smith Pell 16th, JCast 17th, Killer XL 18th, and Kit Petter rounds it out on the 19th spot. Okay, this is, yeah. I didn't even think about that. I completely forgot, like, qualifying, when it is dry qualifying going into the wet qualifying, sometimes it just depends on who's got the more dry setup for qualifying.
Yeah, sometimes, but if it's a full rain race, I'd have to think that most of these guys lowered that front wing or put it up higher. I apologize.
Kitten Petter did mention in chat that he did have a low wing setup there.
Let's go Bills, baby. Let's go Bills.
Oh.
Big Thursday night football game here. Fantasy team. 12 points right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's on behind my TV. I should probably turn that off, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, keep an eye on the fantasy. You got 17 points right now between Tyler Bass and the Bills.
Yeah, that was just sitting on in the background there, so it's probably good that I turned that off. Here, but here, another fun fact about Monza here. I thought I'd prepare a little bit for some of these this time. So, if you're ready to take this one in here, there, Shelly. So, so the first stone was laid by Vincenzo Lancia and Felice Nazaro at the end of February 1922. But only a few days later, the first ecological concern began to show up with the intervention of the Undersecretary for Public Education. What does he have to do with racing? For who ordered suspension of work for reasons of artistic and monumental value and landscape conservation. Huh? What was this guy stopping the construction of Monza? But anywho, or Circuit of Monza or whatever. Anywho, as the intricate controversy developed, the argument for the absolute necessity of the autodrome prevailed, even though with smaller size than originally planned. At the end of April, official approved was received. So, a couple of things that I got from that summary there was, who's this bloke to stop the creation of one of the most famous circuits in the world?
Yeah.
As well as Monza had the potential to be a little bit bigger.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of a fun little snippet there.
Yeah, I got some fun snippets for you in 10 seconds. One, tire temps are fixed on formation lap. Might see them next week. 2, in the next update on Monday, Ferrari's special livery is coming back, and the return of Shanghai International Circuit. It will be back.
No.
To
freaking wait, they're bringing a circuit that's already been in the game. But all right. I'm choked. Anywho, 5 red lights, and they go out now. Beautiful. GSR Edgar with a decent start. We'll have to see how chaotic it's going to be into turn 1. It looks like Edgar's got a pretty good run into turn 1 here. Ryan Rod's actually alongside him, and it looks like we're going to have a lead change coming into turn 1. Can Edgar swing it around the outside? Very respectful between these two guys. It has Edwin on Scornsy. Scornsy has to back out, and yes, we do have a little bit of chaos. We have a couple drivers there. Aero Racing, Mitch Burns seems to be involved in that. Ryan Rods does get the initial lead there. Scornsy is right on the back of Edwin. It is coming down here. You see quite a bit of water on track. Of course, no racing line is formed quite yet. Ryan Rods leads us in through the first chicane of 4 and 5, then into the Lesmos we go. Scavney not too far back. Currently just actually fallen down to Dace. Dace jumping up into 5th place, and Scavney looking for a switchback, but Dace ended up slowing the car up a little bit too much, and it looks like the Ferrari of Jonathan Dunk was caught on Scavney's rear end, and now he is spun and has to wait for all traffic to clear before he can get himself back around on track. Ryan Rods has already increased that lead to over a second now. Scornsey still draped all over the back of Edwin. JCast has officially retired, lost it around the turn, and that looks like it's a full-on, yes it is, full-on safety car.
Yeah, so JCast DNF out of the second. Lesmo, very unfortunate. And I like the safety car. I looked about like half the field. It was about a second and a half off of the field, just because of turn 1 chaos. I think Mitch Burns was the lead culprit in that. He's all the way down there in the 17th. That's your biggest loser so far. And your biggest winner, let's take a look at that. Or actually, no, Dunk's your biggest loser, down 10. Your biggest winner is Elma Jago, up 6 spots. And Kittenfetter up 5 spots. My pick to maybe make a run at the Drivers' Championship before the season started. It's all right. So, yeah, that was a hot take, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was an unbelievably hot take. I believe he had the same odds to win as the Kansas City Royals did this season.
Not great.
Yeah.
But hey, putting some faith in somebody, and putting some faith in somebody I know, thought it would turn out. Didn't turn out that great. But let's hope no regulation next season. Let's root them on.
Okay, so there's three wild card teams that make the playoffs this season. How does that work? I haven't looked. Is like the 1-2, like the top 2 seeds safe, or like how does that work?
So what I understand from it, and I'll Google this just to double check. I believe that the top wild card team gets a bye, and the other 2 play a 3-game series instead of a 1-game shoot-off, I believe.
Top wild card team gets a bye, but then that still leaves us with 5 teams.
Well, I guess I think the best record in the NL also gets a bye in the second round.
Okay, 2022 MLB playoffs.
Yeah, let's take a look at this.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
New format would do away with this wild card. Instead, pit the third best division winner against the last team, and while the best and second wild card winners play each other, these games will be played in a 3-game series hosted by the team with the better.
Oh, so like the 3 division winners are set 1, 2, 3 automatically, and then the third of the 3 goes into the 3-game series with another wild card team.
Oh, is that how that works?
I think so. I think that's how it works.
I'm just going to wait for the playoffs to come around and be like, well, what is this? And then be like, oh, this sucks. Again, Rob Manfred could fix baseball, but Kes chose to throw it away. So,
yeah, okay, so that's how it's going to be. Wild card. Yeah, so the wild card series is going to be a 3-game series.
Oh, well, that's weird. I don't like that.
Okay, yeah. So wild card is going to be a 3-game series. The lowest of the division winners goes into the wild card.
Yeah. The
top 2 get an automatic bye to the ALDS, which I imagine still will be a 5-game series, and then the ALCS is 7, and the World Series is 13. Best of 13.
Best of 13. That wouldn't surprise me if that was actually a rule.
Why not?
I hate that. It should be 1 versus 3, and then 2 versus the wild card winner. But all right, whatever. Not my league. Yeah, I don't know. I think you should do away with the Ghost Runner and the 3 batter minimum. I think that's needs to go. But who am I? I'm just a casual baseball fan, apparently.
The Ghost Runner?
Sucks. What? Sorry.
You mean the runner on 3 or the runner on 2 and the extras or whatever?
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Oh wait, what did you mean? What were you talking about?
The extra inning, that. I was talking about that, and I was talking about like the relief pitcher. They have to face 3 batters minimum before you can take them out.
I don't mind that. Because it's okay, whatever. Anyway, on board with Edgar. Edwin is right on the back of Edgar. Edgar was completely caught off by the restart of Ryan Rods, and he's almost already a second back. Edwin now trying to creep around the outside of turn 1, and Edgar's going to give him the line. Edwin is trying to send it deep, and just alongside of him, and wow, some very respectable racing between those two guys. Scornsey does bring it right back in, was initially a second behind at one point there. Now he's looking to try and creep up onto the caboose of Edwin, looking to try and swoop around the outside, but Edwin with some very aggressive defending there. Ends up holding it into the chicane of 4 and 5. Been very clean racing so far, a little bit of aggressive defending from Edwin there. But Ryan Rod's already a second and a half, so that really didn't do anything to the safety car, because Ryan Rod's is now even farther ahead than he was before.
Yeah, most definitely. Scornsey still trying to get past Edwin, as Edwin did put on a great defensive quest there. Going back down the field, actually, Aero Racing is on with that 10th, coming down towards the Scary. We decided to send it and make a move. People not. They're still in a train. They're 2x2. Elma Jacko was within half a 10. I'm not sure what happened there.
Ooh, Aero gets a really good launch out of Ascari.
Ooh.
Oh, but no, not close enough. It's actually Forward who gets a really good launch. Now he's got the inside lined up on KB going to Parabolica. Does have it, dude. Oh. KB does a good job giving the space. Now Aero Racing, Johnny on the frickin' spot is able to pick up the position now on KB, but KB is not wanting to give that away very easy. We have a nice little drag down the straight here coming into turn 1. It looks like Aero Racing does have it lined up, and he's actually going to back out a little bit there. Doesn't want to outbrake himself, and it allows KB to get back alongside there through turn 2. Onto the grass goes Aero Racing Design, and unfortunately, it looked like the early break actually messed up his timing a little bit, but KB gets a terrible exit launch out of turn 2, and that brings back Aero Racing Design, and Aero Racing ending up getting the position in the end. Kate Thomas and Elma Jacko battling as well. And it looked like Ford got the position on Kate Thomas, too. Kate Thomas dropping a couple of positions very quickly, as Elma Jacko seems like he's got his wet weather set up on lock right now, picking up several positions off of race start, now up into 8th place after starting at 15th. And Aero Racing nearly was able to get Kate Thomas there as well, exiting to Lesmo. Now coming to the Scar. It seems like we're going to set the Congo line up now.
Yeah, Congo line is in motion. Lansing got past Kate Thomas, and then Elma Jacko got past Kate Thomas. Kate hit the rear left of Elma Jacko, kind of had the correction, and that allowed Ford to open that door and get past him. But speaking of Kate Thomas, he's under pressure now by Aero Racing Design. I guess no longer. Oh, he's still got a better line than him. Coming out of his Parabolica, excuse me, he's gonna have that position done. This is where those higher wings come in, because if you got those low downforce, this is not gonna work.
I'm not sure what happened to KB there, but he's lost several positions. Kit Petter as well losing several positions. And
Oh, that's the No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there's the moment of silence for the Queen. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that's good. True.
Yeah. It looks like KB made a mistake and somehow got into Ken Better. Something happened. Ken Better was not too happy about that, and certainly inside the wall there. Safety car is out. I wonder if anybody sends. I believe you'll have to pit off these inters if you want to. You could make them work the whole race, but
yeah. I mean, they only have about actually like 3-4 laps worth of driving on them so far. I mean, how like on proper racing, if you think about it. I mean, these have just been babied up until this point. So I imagine we're gonna get the safety car going on lap 7. And that maybe even longer, because we might even get it going on lap 8. So with all, someone's got to come into the pit, right? Yeah. Okay. So Jack goes into the pit. Who else? Is it just Jacko? Jacko and Mitch Burns will take a pit stop. So Mitch Burns is the only driver with the penalty right now, 5 seconds. So that will extend the safety car at least one more lap. So I think we're gonna have the safety car restart on lap 9. Just wait for these two drivers to catch up here. Mitch Burns taking the penalty. And oh my god, he got the glitch. They sent him on a pair of hards.
Oh.
Wow. So he's going to have to get around track on these hards and then try and get back into the pit. Oh my God, he's already slipping.
It's probably a three lap safety car. What it's looking like.
Oh my God. So we're going to be on board here with Mitch Burns and see if he's going to be able to baby this thing around with how wet it is and on the worst possible tire to be on. Man, he's pretty much going to have to be driving school zone speed around this whole track.
Yeah, update for the Bills-Rams game, for anybody who's curious. 17-10. Bills are winning with about 7:25 left in the third. 7:28, excuse me. My fantasy team is doing great. Tyler Bass now up to 6 points, and the Bills went up 2 more points to 13 points. So let's go Buffalo.
Would you do the fantasy Midwest fantasy hockey if we did it?
I know nothing about hockey, but I'd be very intrigued to learn about it.
I think we're just gonna do Impossible brought up putting $5 down for picking a team to win the Stanley Cup, and whoever got it right gets the.
No,
cool.
yeah. That was Will. All right, I'm giving my guy credit here. All right.
What did I say?
You said impossible.
Did I? Oh no, yeah, my bad. No, it was Will. No, yeah. Okay, now everyone's in a lot of people are into the pit now. No, yeah, thank you. No, thank you for correcting me. Yeah, it was Will. Thank you.
Everybody's one of the birds. Elwood Jocko's staying out. Was this the GOATest call of the century? It's still raining really bad, though.
Oh, my God. Yeah, what kind of call was this? Yeah, Jocko went on to the hards. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, Jocko and Mitch Burns both went on the hards. Yes, quarantine in the pits. That's got to be promising if you got put on them by accident or on purpose at this point.
Yeah, okay, so I think actually...
Was planned?
Yeah. Impossible and Killer are going for the softs, though. So this is okay. Okay, so things are getting a little... Yeah, it's completely stopped raining now. So now...
Word.
Ryan Rod, all the GSR guys, Day Scaffolding and Forward, all need to come into the pit and get rid of those inters, because... Wow.
So, I got a little insider info here on the safety car that this man brought out. Says that Killer actually ran into his gearbox in the straight, gave him fore and side pod damage. So, was not too happy with that and pieced out after that. So that is from the man himself that will probably be facing a quality event next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, hey, long season.
Fair enough. I think I've got a lap to make a drink here.
Yeah, go ahead and make a drink. They're in the pits. The top 7. Another exciting thing on my belt is NBA 2K23 releases at midnight. For all you 2K fanatics out there. There is a 2K league and the MWF1 league. And that was popping off for a while. While Crash gets a drink, I'll remind you of our sponsors. That is UF Hoban, who has made the graphics for us. That is Raise Energy, code MWF1 at checkout. That is Samurai Coin. And that is Epos Gaming. Proud sponsor of the Aston Martin Esports F1 team. Some interesting noises going on in the background there of Crash McQueen's household. Hopefully he is okay and all is well. But everybody going onto a dry compound of tire. Got Bacon and Killer on soft. Got Arrow and Edgar on mediums. And the rest of the field is on hards. So, looks like safety car is in this lap. Let's see how these guys get going. has Crash's footsteps running in the background. It's chaos in the Crash McQueen household. Just look at this, the MWF 1 fleet. They're coming around. And hey,
Perfect
it is lap 10. The safety car is in. And here we go. Elma Jacko leads the way from Scornsy, from Lanzi, from Arrow, and from Cake. That's your top 5. And Bacon's trying to get a move on Cake. Around the outside, you will not. Maybe a little switchback action here. Oh, he's going to get a better run out of 2. There's some movement back there between the Ryan Rods Edgar boys. And Bacon almost losing it looks like. Got KB getting passed down. We got Rods getting past Smith Pell. What is going on? That's Dunk getting past KB again. They're switch swatching. There's some fun words for you fanatics in the chat.
I don't know if those are words.
It's not words. Guess who just went wide? That's Smith Pell. Who's getting overtaken by the Ferrari and trying to get overtaken by the Mercedes. Kind of causing a roadblock back here. That is A-okay in my books. Aero Racing Design is going to clank down the land. Those mediums versus those hards. Ascari is not going to make a move. He's going to back off. Crash is trying to drink and stop. This is not a good idea. Giaco gets a battle into Ascari, and here comes Scorsy.
Aero Racing. Now Arrow's got him here. Arrow looks like he's going to be able to get past Lanzi. He's coming. Ew, actually, Lanzi with some straight line speed. Now, where did the setups come into play? Edgar getting through Mitch Burns. Now, we were very excited for exhilarating here one at Monza, and it is absolutely producing. With Air Racing now getting past Lancy, Scornsy taking the fastest lap. Scornsy and Jacko, we got to remember these guys' battles that they used to have back in the day. Looks like Scornsy is going to get the better of Jacko, but Jacko breaks super deep and out breaks himself, and gets a little bit of contact. And Jacko as well getting overtaken by our Aero Racing Design now as Aero and Jacko are dragging it out. And now we got Jacko who's going to settle down into 3rd place here with Cake sitting in 5th. Cake actually having a surprising 5th place right now. I don't even know, man. What are you seeing?
Oh, just up there with Scornsy, and actually is about Cake Thomas. Cake is surprising 5th. Cake has had a surprising last about 3 or 4 races. Remember that he had that win, I believe it was in Hungary, and we were here for that one. And he's got a top 3-2 the last 2 weeks we've been here. So, hey, I think Cake Thomas starting to heat up. The winter months would benefit the man who enjoys Red Bull racing.
Oh my god, Edgar getting so aggressive on KB, but KB doing a really good job in defense, and now Edgar is going to try and switch him back on the exit. And we're going to have these guys dragging it out. GSR Ryan Rods and Jonathan Dunk as well duking it out coming into Parabolica. But we got around the outside is Edgar, and a lovely camera angle as we look through the trees here with Edgar going around KB. Aero Racing picking up the fastest lap, and he's trying to hunt down Scornsy. We still aren't even halfway through this bloody race. Things are just absolutely heating up all over the track.
Sorry, I started to laugh. The Earl still a fast lap on mediums, and Ryan Rods and Edwin came in and said, nah. They said it faster and harder.
Yeah,
that is incredible.
Oh my god, look at Ryan Rods. He's putting the pressure on Impossible. Impossible doing it as much as he can to defend Ryan Rods, not wanting to make it easy on him. Yes, pardon the pun.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Ryan.
Oh my, whoa, Ryan getting crazy on that aggressive swing out to the outside there. Impossible is just making it so difficult on Ryan here. We'll see Ryan is looking so quick, and whoa, just looks like he nearly caught a little gravel there. He's going to settle things down a bit here. Not using any of that DRS, just kind of taking it nice and easy as using the DRS into Ascari here. Maybe rethinking a plan, knowing that he needs to get a really good run on Impossible to get that overtake done, seeing on how hard Impossible is defending Ryan Rods.
Yeah, just shows how important these points are to Ryan trying to catch up to his championship rival, who's in 1st place right now, and not really under any pressure. Actually benefits him with Aero Racing Design behind him, and Chaco both going to defend their life scores. He puts in fastest lap, and down the start-finish DRS straight we go. Looks like Dunk is under pressure from Edwin, if you want to go on board with that. Actually looks like Edwin is... No, not Edwin. No, I messed it. Ryan Rutt was under pressure from Dunk there for a second, but that has faded. Aero Racing Design is keeping up with scores, though, for 1st right now. There's an interesting little fight going on up there.
Killer XL was really close onto the back of Cake. Do we have Edwin spun out?
No wing. No wing Edwin. Looks like he probably had some throttle input there and put it right in the wall.
Oh, that is really rough on Edwin.
Yep. Yeah, well, he's still spinning a little bit. So let's get off that. Don't look at that too long. Get back up top though. We actually got Killer XL over the back. Kate Thomas. Let's see what that happens.
I'm actually on with Edgar here on the back of Jonathan Dunk and Ryan Rods. Ryan Rods is going to start closing that gap, I imagine, to Bacon sometime soon. We saw how close he was on those hards, or with these same hards, a couple laps ago, and it looks like Bacon's kind of settled things down. Aero Racing, did you say that? He's actually really close on his Scornsy here. He might be within the slipstream distance, and a really good exit out of Parabolica here, and we might have a potential lead change. Aero Racing design in the Williams coming down the pit straight on Scornsy. Scornsy goes to defend the outside line. Aero Racing opts to take the inside, and now we come into turn one. Scornsy trying to outbreak Aero Racing. Aero Racing with these mediums trying to do as much as he can, and Scornsy blocks the outside line exit. But Aero Racing goes for the switchback, and looks like he does get around the outside line, and we do have that lead change. Aero Racing design and now up into first place. Elma Jacko following him through turn three, and Scornsy looking at the potential move back, but does not go for it in the end. Jonathan Dunk actually overtaking Ryan Rods. Now Ryan Rods backing on into ninth place. Maybe did he get a little bit of wing damage potentially when he was battling with Impossible earlier? I don't know, but it's actually Edgar going hard down the inside line through Belesmo, and now we have them battling side by side through the second, and it looks like Ryan Rods is just able to hold out, but the battle might not be done yet as we still have to come into Ascari. But it looks like it's going to settle down for the moment. But we got to go back up to Lanzi on Cake Thomas, as Lanzi's looking to get a really good run on the exit of Ascari there, but not quite as good as Cake. Oh my! Okay, what battle do you want to go to there, Shelly? Because there's freaking 30 all over the track, and there's only 20 cars.
You know, my former teammate there in Div 2 before I hung up the boots. I might be back next season. There's a little spoiler. He's still battling with Scornsy up there, and I'm a little proud father here. Saw him come from nothing, now he's something. That's a rap song somewhere. Here comes Scornsy down the start-finish race. You're going to get past Arrows. Arrow's going to put up a nice fight. He's not going to get past him. Arrow's going to put up the fence. Lance getting past Cake Thomas. Where else we got going? We got Edgar maybe on Ryan Rods. Nope, that battle's finished. But not Scavney and KB. They're going through side by side, turn one and turn two. And Scavney hits the back of him once again. Nice etiquette there, fellas. Yeah. Excitement in the booth.
Yeah, it's all over the place. Yeah, when I can sense a good race, I can sense a good race. And so far, it has been a good one so far. Just over halfway through this. We still have a whole other half of a race to go. I mean, the first half started a little bit droll with the wet, but now ever since it's come onto the dry, all these different strategies have come into the play, as well as what took place earlier on with the two safety cars. Hopefully we can see some fun, clean racing from this point on. But as it stands right now, it looks like it's going to be a doozy, because these cars are not separating at all. All these cars are so close within each other. Edwin and Ford, the only two outside of the pack. But other than that, after all these... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, on Bacon, soft on soft prime. We'll love to see it. Down into Parabolic. Getting that move that done. And Bacon, very smart, knocks it right into the back of Dunk there. Speaking of Dunk, did you end up buying the new NBA 2K that's going to come out tonight?
No, I'm waiting on the new FIFA. But actually, speaking of nothing, Scornsy with the lead change, now picking up first place, back up into the top step. He's looking to take these hards the rest of the way. Ryan Rod's now picking up the position 2.
Oh my
back
gosh.
in 8th. Jonathan Dunk, what's going on here in turn 1? Absolute carnage. Impossible Bacon and Jonathan Dunk moving way down the orders. It looks like 3 drivers got ahead, and Jonathan Dunk is into the wall. It looks like there must have been a little bit of contact there with him and Impossible Bacon, and then is spun around and a full-on safety car.
So what I saw from my point of view was, it looked like Ryan Rod's actually rare mistake from him. I believe he got into the back of Dunk a little bit, spun him after turn 2 slightly, and after turn 1, I apologize, caused a little bit of a pileup in that tight chicane that we all know is turn 1 carnage, and looks like it just didn't help anybody in that situation. Dunk losing it, not purposely, but we did have that happen. Dunk still in the race, no wing, and he's going to chug along back to the pits. Lap 16, and here's the fun part, Crash.
Yeah, what's that?
With the safety car, that means that Aero Racing Design and GSR Edgar, those mediums likely are going to last. That means Will they gamble? Will they want to set a softs? Softs don't make it from here. Will the people on hards go gamble for the mediums? Guys, I love to see this stuff. Coming around the start-finish straight into the pits we go. We do have Aero Racing Design getting off his mediums, but not El Majaco, I apologize. GSR Edgar is going to stay out on his, so I like the little split strategy there. Some hard guys going in, including Majaco, Killer XL on the softs. Aero Racing Design puts on the first of the softs. Majaco goes in the mediums. Killer goes in the mediums. What will Bacon go to? That's a set of mediums. What will Escabby go to?
These guys all got to go to mediums, I imagine, at this point.
Yeah, they all got to go to mediums.
Oh, Jonathan with the softs? 10 laps. I mean, yeah, 10 laps.
10 laps, it can work.
Yeah. No, I can see that. That's actually... I don't know. That could work. Could work. He is down in 16th, so he's got to make these things just like... Oh, my God. Like hot butter. Or hot knife through butter there. He's got to just work his way through the pack. I mean, if you think about it, he is red, and butter is yellow. So hot things tend to be red, and butter as well tends to be yellow. So with all those mediums ahead, like, it's absolutely lined up. Right? See what I'm saying?
Very insightful from Crash McQueen there, folks.
Yeah. I bet that analogy's never been used in F1.
Nope, that seems like something that's going to stay in this stream and might not make a return. It might, you never know.
No, it might die off after this.
Yeah, it might. Very well. What did you get to drink? The chat is dying to know.
Oh, extremely strong gin and tonic. I absolutely fucked up. And I thought there was less gin in the bottle because it's a black bottle than there was, and I poured way too much, and I couldn't pour it back in the bottle. So then when I had a sip, I just nearly croaked over right there. I thought that was it. Luckily survived. Had a couple sips, dropped down the total load of the glass, and ended up getting more tonic and topping it up. And I'm probably going to be doing that until I finish the thing, because holy crap is that freaking thing strong right now.
Yeah, didn't grab a Raise Energy, which could be good with gin. I'm not sure.
Raisin gin, I imagine, would be delicious.
Yeah, that's code MWF1 for 15% off at checkout, along with Ula Coven, who I don't think is doing the graphics anymore, but has done the graphics. We will still shout him out as long as we use the graphics.
Yeah, still thank you very much for putting in the sponsor for Season 7. Very much appreciated. At least we can say that.
Thank you, Digital. No, not Digital. Thank you, Universal Coin. That's what I was thinking of there. And thank you, Ethos Gaming. They make good headsets, so go check them out.
They do. And good mics. Good mics, yeah, like you just said.
Use those affiliate links, and gives a little bit back to the MWF1 family, I believe.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense if you need like high quality like gaming headsets or a microphone, and you like the MidWest F1 League. I mean, just go buy it from there.
You like Sebastian Vettel, Aston Martin driver?
Get two birds stoned at once. Simple as that.
The Aston Martin safety car, another sign for you. Go buy one.
Yeah, very true. Toronto Ultra of the Call of Duty League are actually sponsored by EPOS. So what does that show you? It's not just the little guys, it's the big guys too. EPOS Gaming does it all.
How is your Call of Duty esports team going?
Pretty good, pretty good. We're in the bronze division still. We're five
Where's
weeks.
the divisions?
Pardon?
Where's that rank you among the top division? Like, what's the top
if we were in Midwest F1, we'd be Division 7.
Okay.
We're 5 weeks through the season of a 7-week season, and safety car in very late. We've yet to win a game, so not too bad. Can't say we're not consistent. The safety car is in this lap, and we are back to racing. Scornsey leads us. Lancey in second. Ryan Rod's in third, or fourth actually, and looking to try to get into third real quick with Kate Thomas. And Scornsey leading a big conga line here into turn one, and Kate Thomas trying to defend, but a crazy little lunge there from Ryan Rod's. Up over to the sausage curves goes Kate Thomas. Around onto the grass, trying into defense. GSR Edgar as well on the 10-lap old mediums, and he gets through, and someone is barreling through the bollards there and blowing them up. I think that was Tongue just crushing those things. That was pretty good in the background there. Days Aero Racing Design dropping back on these softs, not the way that he was wanting to start this, but he's going to get a move on here with all these drivers being on some hards and him on some fresh softs. Got to make the moves. Killer XL ended up getting El Majaco, I believe, there, and he's up in ninth place. But anything that you caught that I didn't say there, Shelly?
Aero Racing Design.
Oh, Days.
commentator's curse. That's what I just saw. Yeah, Dunk and Ford both did not make turn 1 now. Try to take
Oh, is that another safety car? Or is it VSC? No. That's got to be a VSC, right?
Yeah, it's VSC. Dunk and Ford did not make turn 1, so they had to go through the little runoff there. That doesn't work still in this game. Now, please fix that, Codemasters.
They didn't try and go through it. Or they didn't try and, like, weave through it. They just blew it up.
Well, Ford did try, and then he saw Dunk just kill it.
Dunk just said, screw it, I'm destroying this thing.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. But, you know what else is good? Ryan Rod's, oh my gosh, P3, after a forced race so far, that's Ford and Dunk with a drive-through, insult to injury. Or no, they both have 3 seconds, never mind. Yeah, that's Crash taking some drinks. There we got a race design on Cake Thomas. He's got the ERS. The blood will get past him without the DRS. Word, my life. He goes into the 4-5 chicane, and he is not close enough. Or is he coming out of 5? Will he go into 6? He'll have 9. Word. That's what Eminem would be like if he commentated. I'm kidding.
Okay, Mitch Burns and Edwin getting into it. I need to stop drinking that, man. That is so strong. That is gross. But okay, Aero Racing Design looking to come at Cake Thomas here. We're back on the race. At least I am. Shelly was always connected to it here. But into Ascari we go. Aero Racing Design picking up a couple of positions. Looking fairly good here. And he's trying to go to the switch back. And Ryan Rods, yeah, we'll get on board with that one on Landseas. It looks like he's going to get the job done. Aero Racing, as you can see down in the middle part of your screen there, gets the job done too. Now he's up into 5th place, and we are on lap 21, about to be actually. Scorenzy brings us around. He's now a 2.5 seconds on Ryan Rods, and we'll see if Ryan Rods can close this gap on Scorenzy here. This is the battle we've been waiting for this whole race. It comes down to boss mode against boss mode. Ryan Rods looking absolutely unbelievable this race, getting some bad luck, but he has fought himself back up into 2nd place, and now can see Scorenzy, the man who is going to try and decimate his trifecta of Drivers' Championships, up ahead, looking for a little bit of revenge this race at least. Is the Drivers' Championship locked up? Maybe, but still, every point matters in the end, and Ryan Rods is trying to prove that here. Only 2nd out, but still plenty of other battles throughout the rest of the circuit. Anyone that you're seeing there, Shelly?
Actually had a little bit of information there between Ryan Rods and Lanzi. Out of the Ascari, Lanzi was a little bit slow. Ryan Rods tried to go around the outside out of the Ascari and actually clipped the back on Lanzi before Lanzi did move over to the left. He did not leave enough room for a car to go through there, so that is Ryan Rods' fault there. So maybe a little bit of wing damage he's dealing with, but he is cutting down that lead with wing damage or without wing damage.
Yeah, with or without, the guy is shaving off that time now. He is already within a 1/4 second here on Scorenzy. Now Ryan Rods, you got to remember, on qualifying there, only put in 1 time. It was the 2nd fastest of the entire session after crashing out of Ascari. Will that bug maybe come back to haunt him in the end as he picks up another fastest lap, improving? I think he's picked up like 4 or 5 of those today. He's just, he looks like this is his circuit right now.
Yeah, Monza is Ryan Rods' hometown, allegedly. A lot of hometowns over Rods. I made that up. Anyways, he is still going to try to track down Scorenzy and try to make that 3-peat a reality. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out in the rest of the field. But hey, I like seeing Dunk still getting past Edwin for 13th, even though he does have that 3 seconds. Good on Dunk.
Do you know the game F1 Manager and all that, like, and also Football Manager?
Yeah, I do know about F1 Manager. I've had a lot of people tell me that it's really good.
Yeah, I've never played it, but I found a baseball version of it on PC. You probably like.
Yeah, speaking of that, Ryan Rods and Scorenzy and actually go side by side.
No, I'm talking to you right now. Let's just leave that. I'm just kidding. So through Ascari, wheel to wheel battling is Ryan Rods and Scorenzy. Ryan Rods ends up getting it in the end, and we're going to come into Parabolica here with Scorenzy trying to work back at him. Ryan Rods is currently leading the way, and he's got his teammate all the way down in 14th place. But the teammate of Scorenzy, they're looking to try and get up in the podium position of Edgar, and it looks like he is now up ahead of Lancey there. We got a 2-3 Alpine podium, but it looks like Scorenzy trying to make that a 1-3. Lancey's trying to make it a 1-4. No, he cannot. We're still sitting 1-3 for the Alpines, and a Merc in the middle. Lancey just on the outside looking in. Still with a decent shot. Aero Racing Design still sitting in 5th with Cake Thomas in behind. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No, you are fine. What is it called? I think I might have heard of it before.
Out of the Park Baseball 23.
Yeah, out of the... Yeah, OOTP? I think that's what the abbreviation is.
Or OOP, or... Yeah, out of the park. I think it's OOTP. Yeah, I don't think it's OOTPB. I think it's OOTP. I've been playing it recently. It's actually kind of fun, because yeah, you get all the you even get all the Days picking up fastest lap here on the mediums there in 17th place, trying to get some points back. Not good news for Ryan Rods there, as every point matters for him at this point. Pardon the pun. El Majako getting the position on KB coming in through Ascari there, but not taking the cleanest line, but still should be fine with those mediums having a better launch out of the turn. Yeah, but you can control all the roster moves throughout all of the minor leagues and the Dominican Rookie League, and
oh wow,
yeah, the rookie ball.
How much was it?
I think it was on Steam. I can't remember. It was only like $40. It wasn't like a full like $80 game.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun.
Check that out.
Yeah, I recommend it. I think you'd appreciate that. Scavney getting the move on KB as well on Jacko. I'm doing a Cubs career right now. I had David Robertson as my closer. I just kind of left the Cubs as is kind of. Didn't really. I made some moves or whatever, but I had David Robertson, who was just absolutely, I don't know what was going on with this guy. The dude must have taken some steroids coming into the season. At 37 years old, reviving his career, had one of the most amount of innings pitched for relief pitchers as a closer as well, and had a .5 ERA, closing every save opportunity that he had throughout the entire season. The guy was just unreal.
David Robertson coming from the dead.
Yeah, guy was just absolutely unreal, man. Made the All-Star game as well. Just Cinderella story stuff.
Speaking of Cinderella story, that's Bacon. It has KB in honor of the Queen's passing tonight. Trying to get as high as he can. Was hoping for a win, but does not look promising from now. Guess what? That's lap 25. Ding, ding, ding. No more safety cars can't happen.
Ooh, Scorsese lost out to Ryan Rods there, and actually wheel to wheel, a little bit of contact there through turn 1 and 2. And we can't forget about Edgar now trying to get into this, but Edgar does have a penalty, so Lancey looking like he might be able to get a podium here, as you said. Ding, ding, ding on lap 25, 3 full laps to go. We are getting into the shit.
Here goes Ryan Rods, side by side into the 4-5 chicane.
God.
That was a balls to the wall. Was going to throw an explosive in there, but didn't seem like the right time to do that one. Ryan Rods still hangs on to the lead, and to the field, that's probably the closest battle besides Lancey and Edgar. But that's going to get overturned because of that penalty there.
So, a little look here, actually. Killer XL secretly picking up 11 positions off of race start. I mean, he obviously did not have a good qualifying 18th, but he did set a time. And now he's potentially looking to actually pick up another spot as he's hunting down Cake Thomas. Aero Racing still sitting 5th. Like I said, Lancey just in behind Edgar. Edgar as well just in behind the lead pack. We have a yellow flag there as Jonathan Dunk is out around Ascari. They're not going to bring in a safety car at this point now. They're just going to clear that off track. The marshals are going to do a great job of getting all the debris there. Scornsey once again going down on Ryan Rods. And Ryan Rods trying to switch back around the outside, and Scornsey's just hoping that Edgar can try and poach that position there. Just make it a little bit easier on him to pick up this race win. But I'm not going to lie here. I think Ryan Rods deserves this race win. With all due respect to Scornsey, he's had a great season so far. I think he's picked up 6 podiums in the first 7 races. Ryan Rods has not had the luck go his way, and I think he's deserving for the race win here tonight. I mean, on an honest, non-biased penis head view that you can have there, Shelly, what says you?
I do think that Ryan Rods does deserve this race win. As much as I hate Ryan Rods, Of course, I'm kidding. Win 3 seconds, so that's not as big as I thought it was.
Oh, come on, Mother Ellie. Respect the sport. Respect the stories. Respect the drivers. Everyone has the same passion.
Yeah, everybody's got the same passion for sport that we love.
Mother Ellie made me shut up for a minute. She was not happy with what I was saying. Okay, here goes the stopwatch.
Yes, stopwatch is actually asking me for most of the lap. I'm gonna go grandma. That's not kidding. Mother Ellie doesn't like my co-host. Here we go. 1-2, battling through 1 and 2. Scorsese going across the curves, looking like Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen, and gets shoved off by Ryan Rudd. Mother Ellie would not be too happy about that one, but that's the man that deserves to win right there in first. That's Ryan Rudd in first place. And we got Lansing coming up the rear behind Edgar, but he's got a penalty. That penalty is within 3 seconds. That's not going to matter in the end. El Macheco going after Scavney. And oh my gosh, Scorsese and Edgar, they're going side by side. Looks like Scorsese is washed. Mother Ellie washed. Shut up, my co-commentator. Oh, shut up, you. And through the Wesmo 2 we go. And Ron Rudd still leads, going towards the Scullery, barreling down at 3,000 miles an hour. See if he does not make a mistake. He does. Mother Ellie would be pretty happy about that one. I wouldn't. Elvin Jacko getting past Scalny finally. And through a scar we go for everybody. Left, right, left, right. Oh, here goes Air Racing. It's not Chip.
Oh, I can talk again, but damn.
Don't rejoin dangerously, please.
Yeah, that really sucks for Aero Racing there. He had a potential chance on the podium there, and it is all or not. And it looks like it is going to be Lansing coming over in third. Ryan Rods will get the win. Scornsey jumps up to second. Edgar jumps all the way down to sixth. Cake Thomas fourth. Killer XL fifth. Having a great race was Killer XL. Going through the rest of the grid, we see... will it be? Yes, it will be Killer. Edgar, Jacko, Impossible, KB, and Smith Pell rounding out the top 10. We'll wait for the rest to come over, and then we'll go through the final. I need an option to meet the other idiot, too. Wow. Mother Ellie is a savage.
What did Mother Ellie say?
She called you an idiot. She never called me an idiot. That's pretty good.
Well, Air Racing Design has a puncture from that spin, which is unfortunate. He's going to come across the line home in 15th. Mother Ellie, I have the mic, you do not. You're not trusted with a mic, unlike me. Glorious Shell Lee. S to the T. Add a Y into that, and that's me. Word life. Driver of the day, Killer XL, of course. Mother Ellie, is that you? Is that what you look like? Anyways, field is going to be done here. Crash, are you going through it? Crash is muted.
No. Go right ahead.
I guess
you're on a roll. I don't want to stop you.
Yeah, dude, I am steamrolling everybody in the pathway right now. Ryan Rods takes home the win over Scorsese. That's right, Mother Ellie. Over Scorsese. Repeat.
Okay, easy.
P3, Cake Thomas P4, Killer XL P5. That's Edgar, Jocko, Bacon, KB, Smith, Pell rounds out your top 10. And Ryan Rods leads that. Finishing out the field, Scally, Edwin, Ford, Burns. Got a little Aero Racing Design. Dace, TG2, and Dunk coming home. Competitor Jake S did not finish this race. And that is your field of 19 with Ryan Rods winning the race, Mother Ellie. No, I'm done.
Scornsey did come second, like you mentioned. Lancey third. Solid podium and a hard-fought third place from Lancey there. Scornsey, we have to remember, did work his way from fourth to second. Had a very hard-fought race, but Ryan Rods did look like the better driver this evening. But nothing wrong with that. Still points for all that did finish. Like you said, unfortunate DNFs from JCast, Kitten Petter, and a really unfortunate spin there from Aero Racing Design coming over in 15th place. But we will get the podiums, or the podium drivers, in for the interview, as well as the hardest charger, which looking like it's going to be Killer XL this evening. So hopefully Killer XL can stop by, and maybe I can figure out a trivia question. But I've been told I'm not allowed to give out any more free points.
I do the Monza one. The Monza one is pretty good. Side note, Mother Ellie, Mike should be happy. Scornsey's got a pretty good lead on the drivers there. You should be happy about that. Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, just do the Monza question. That's pretty good. Do how many casualties?
How many casualties? Okay.
Yeah. As of 2014.
How about I'll initially put up 100 points, and for every wrong answer, I take off a point. So someone guesses it right away, that's 100 points right there. But if there's 99 wrong guesses, then it ends up as someone gets it on the 100th guess, and that's 1 point. I won't go to the next. I won't go.
So it's like one between 20 and 60. Let's see how long it takes them to get it. The number was 42, right?
I didn't finish in the top. What is Reinrod saying? He freaking won it.
Reinrod, yeah. It was 42, right? For the casualties?
Yeah.
For all you
He
American
had
football.
Stewart's pens. Oh, Reinrod did something wrong.
Yeah, he clocked dunk. That's gonna get probably.
Oh. So who finished fourth then?
Might be lower. I'll have to see after.
Who finished fourth?
Oh.
1 second. I can go onto Twitch. I might still have time. Go to Midwest F1 League. 13 viewers. Thank you everyone for tuning in for the viewing. Then we're gonna try and make a clip. I said clip. You dirty people. Clip.
Mother Ellie, do you have like laser knowledge? Please help.
Up if someone gets on the 100th guest.
Side note: Buffalo Bills are killing the LA Rams, 31-10 in the fourth quarter. Josh Allen, 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions.
Bills are winning?
Yeah, they're killing them.
Yeah, I knew I should have put money on that tonight. I knew I should
Yeah,
have. I had a nice little small 4-game parlay 2 nights ago with the walk-off single that the San Diego Padres hit.
Yeah.
Absolute clutch.
I told somebody to place this bet, and I'm happy they did. They won like $70. Back in like June, the Dodgers were losing to the good old Phillies, like 4-1 in the fifth. Said put a money line, put the Braves, the Dodgers, and I think it was the Astros, and see what the payout was. I think it was like $10 won $70. I'm like, put $10 on it. I'm telling you, it's gonna win. It won. So I was very proud of myself. I count it as my win.
Oh, well done.
Thank you for first win of my life.
You know who finished fourth?
Oh, I can clip my stream or my recent gameplay.
They're saying Cake. Okay.
Are you kidding me? Cake's gonna get a podium.
Scorenzy.
What's Cake? Cake did fourth.
Yeah. Cake. Tomash.
Yeah, 10-second time penalty for Reinhardt would take him down if he can.
Okay. Okay. The G&T is starting to die down a little bit. Ryan Scorlanzi Cake. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mother. Appreciate that. So we'll see. We'll try and get in Cake. Ryan Rods is saying that he'd rather not come in, as he feels like the penalties are going to affect his final positioning. For what it's worth, Ryan, if you're still in chat, I think that other than maybe this one little situation, you did have a great race. So take that for what it's worth.
I didn't say that. I'm a Ryan Rod's hate club member.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Just just waiting for the other guys to come into the interview here. Lanzi, just waiting on Cake and Killer. And then we can get into it here. Some of the overalls there for Out of the Park baseball is a little bit whack though. It's got like Max Muncy at like a 4.5 star or something like that, and like a Mookie Betts at like a 3.5 star.
That's not good. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, but I think they did that to try and even it out a little bit, like the teams. But it's like still doesn't really make sense that Muncy is like that good. They did make it at the beginning of the season, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure you can edit that, but.
I imagine there's edited rosters somewhere. There's even like full-on leagues and everything that I believe.
Wow, I'll have to look into it.
Yes. Unable to.
Yeah, I watched like 2 episodes of some guy who was trying to rebuild the Rockies, and yeah, that's about as far as I got. But I will take a look into it. I saw somebody doing a Marlins franchise. I will tune into that one.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Maybe I'll. Maybe after I might jump on and stream it for a bit on the computer. We'll see. It's technically my Friday today, so why not? Why cannot? Yeah, I'm freaking waiting for FIFA though, man. I just bought Harry Potter Lego for the Switch.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, it seems like they're all here for the interview here. Okay, we'll pull them in. We'll get this going. Okay, we're here. We'll start. Scornsy, mic check. 1 2 1 2 mic check. Scornsy. Unmute Scornsy, mic check. 1 2 1 2 Scornsy. Yeah, that works. Lancy. What's Lancy?
Hello.
Can you test your mic, please?
Hello.
Yes. Is my
Check.
accent pretty decent?
It's pretty alright.
Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Okay, Cake. Mic check.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, we're all set here. Canadian Crash will be taking part of the Scornsy and Cake Thomas interview, but Scandinavian Crash will do the Lancy interview, so I'll kick him in when that comes. But Scornsy, it seems like you end up going to getting the win here today. Ryan Rods feels like he got the penalty. I personally did not catch it on stream. I don't think Shelly caught too much of it either there. But we both thought that Ryan Rods was just looked really quick today. Quicker than this was a strong track for him. Did you feel that pressure as well? Did you think that maybe this was his kind of domain here in Monza?
No, I mean Monza's always just RNG, man. It really is. It's always just if you can stay within the DRS of the car behind, then you're pretty much, or the car ahead of you, then you're pretty much set. And it's just kind of luck of the draw when it comes to the last lap or so. He had great pace though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he didn't. He for sure had winning pace, 100%. But I mean, overall, yeah, I would say he was the faster driver on track today for sure. But lots of little mistakes, on his end from what it sounded like, and I don't know what happened between himself and J Dunk, I believe it was, or something. But yeah, and then we kind of went at it on the last lap going into turn 1, but I don't know, I was kind of forced onto the curbs there, which was kind of unfortunate. Was looking forward to that battle to see kind of how that played out, but all in all though, man, was a fun battle. Was a very fun battle. Same with Jacko too, to be honest.
Yeah.
That one safety car restart was fun.
Yeah, I did mention that it's been a while since you two have kind of tussled. At least here, I don't think it's happened as recently, but you and Jack used to have some really solid battles. I remember my most memorable one personally was, I can't remember what season. I imagine it was all the way back in season 2 or something. It was you and Jacko pretty much went at each other the entire Grand Prix in Mexico. I don't know if you remember that one.
Oh man. I
Uh,
don't think so.
I believe like
I don't
90% of the broadcast was just me just on YouTube because you guys were constantly flopping positions.
That sounds about it, man. The Jacko Scarenzi slash Mystic slash Forza Alonso, rivalry has been a thing for a long time, man. It's a healthy one, I think. It's you always got to have the storylines. So it's good to see him, still up there in the mix. Uh, definitely can be annoying sometimes. But hey, man, he's got it. He's got it still. You know what I mean?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
he's still for sure a top guy in the division, and love to see it. Whenever he's up there and getting up in the mix.
Yeah,
So,
he's got really good race awareness, as it seems.
yeah, for sure. For sure. And I mean, he makes some very interesting calls sometimes when it comes to strategies, but man, it works out for him very beautifully sometimes. I'll give him that. I'll give him that one.
No, I agree. Like, honestly, a lot of the broadcasts, when he makes a move, I tend to almost default to it being the right move, like even before I even see how it plays out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But hopefully he's not watching so he doesn't hear me pump his tires too much. But anyhow, yeah, you had a great race today. I ended up qualifying fourth, so why don't you kind of take me on that? Starting fourth place, you obviously felt like you had some more into the lap there?
Yeah, definitely could have had a little bit more. I don't know if I would have had enough to have beat Edgar's time. Monza, I enjoy this track, but again, it's just kind of one of those like come in, goal is the podium, score some solid points, go on to the next track. But yeah, I mean, quali, I don't know, I just couldn't really hook up a lap. I invalidated my first attempt, and then that kind of messed with me a little bit. It kind of put me on the back foot a little bit. Because then it's like, okay, well, let me try to get a clean lap in, a little banker in, and then kind of go from there. But I never really was able to push flat out how I wanted. But that's fine. Man, I had a great start, but I had nowhere to really go, though. Unfortunately, Edwin kind of ended up closing the door on me going into turn one, which from there, it was, I believe, like 4 or 5 of us kind of pulled away for a little bit. And I was just trying to get comfy in the rain, just trying to get comfy, man. I didn't want to all of a sudden lose a car and just get a silly DNF, so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I was
for
interested.
sure. We were told that it was going to be rain the entire race, so we were surprised that it stopped when it did. Like, we thought that Jacko and I think it was Arrow, I can't remember the other driver there, got hard tire glitches, but it ended up being the actual strategy.
Yeah, definitely. The hearts felt great. The hearts felt great for sure. I remember I was telling my teammate right before we went around to the pits again. I was like, man, I'm thinking about it. Just, I don't know, it might be time. And then I get the radio call, from the engineer, and I'm just like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna come in. And obviously, it ended up being the right call. But yeah, what a crazy race. What a very crazy race. It was fun though.
Yeah, got it done in the end. It was a really exciting race. But yeah, anywho, so I've been told I'm not allowed to give out any more free points, but I am gonna do another trivia question. So if you'll stay around for that, that'll be fun.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks.
Beautiful. It seems like Cake's having some issues here. We'll switch over to the waiting room. I'll drag everyone over to the waiting room here and just make sure that Cake's able to talk. Cake, you good? You good now, dude? Cake, unmute yourself, Cake.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Hello? Am I good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Great.
I was cutting out there.
Okay, Cake can unmute himself. Cake says he's having some issues. But while we kind of continue on there, we'll go on to Lancy. Now, Lancy, do you want Canadian Crash or do you want Scandinavian Crash?
You can do the crash you feel most comfortable with.
Okay, so back to my home roots then. So, you end up getting a podium here. You've looked very strong throughout the race. You obviously, to be honest, you weren't showing up too much on the broadcast, but you got P2 at the end of the day. Won't you take me through all the chaos that was Monza for you?
Well, for me it was mostly just surviving the rain, because I knew my rain pace was dreadful. I lost like 3 positions on the start. So from then on it was just surviving. Luckily there were a lot of safety cars, so that helped. Jacko went early on the hard, so he was saying it was alright. And then when Squangy went in, I just blindly followed him in. What ended up to being the good decision. And then from there on it was just damage limitation. I knew the guys behind were quicker, like Ryan and Edgar. So I tried to defend a little bit, but they were just too quick for me, so in the end, pretty good result.
No, it's a very good result. Now, you initially joined here in week 3, I think it was, and you've kind of been slowly dropping down the order now and picking up a solid podium. I mean, how much confidence does that give you going into the rest of the second half of the season?
It's definitely a release because the relegation zone was coming very close. So some good points it's nice to get, but still a long way to go, so nothing to be too happy about still.
Did you feel the potential podium in play for you when we were coming into Monza here?
Well, at the start, not really, but after everyone didn't pit at the first lap of the safety car, I felt a good result was there. Just had to keep it on the track and not get any stupid penalties.
I got you. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being racist and 10 being respectable, where would you rate my accent?
I would rate it somewhere in the middle, I think.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. I'll take it. At least it wasn't a 1.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. It's
Okay.
all right.
All right, Shelly, what do you got for him, man?
That's a 1 in my book.
Oh, come on.
Video's not 1.
No, you
That's
can't say
number
that. No, you can't
2.
talk for other people. Straight from the horse's mouth. That's not. It wasn't. It was kind of not really racist.
Well, this is from the horse behind the horse's mouth. All right, I'm giving. That's my opinion.
That's
And I'm
called the
talking
jockey.
number 2 right now. Lancey, if you let me do my transition, crash. Lancey, like you said, you weren't on the broadcast much. My question to you is, what is your favorite brand of clothing?
Paul, probably, I don't know. For work, I have to wear a lot of sportswear, so it's probably Nike, I would say, or Nike.
Oh, yeah, you corrected yourself. Well, okay, I'm not saying you corrected yourself, but you corrected yourself
I
for
adapt.
North
I adapt
America.
for you guys.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. So how many miles per hour were you going tonight then?
Mate, that's out of my reach. That's out of my reach.
I don't know why they still use miles, man. You're so many years behind. Okay, I'm sorry, Shelly. It's your time. Your stage. Your stage.
No, that was it. That was it. Congrats on the P2, and I'll let Crash take it away.
Thank you.
No worries. Thank you very much, Lancey, and thank you for reading my
Yes.
accent. I appreciate that. Be sure to stick around for the Monza trivia.
Yes.
Kate, can you hear? Is your shindig working there? Unmute yourself, Cake, please. Come on, Cake. Cake, please. I'm trying. Cake, is it working? You're muted, Cake. Cake's muted. Okay. Well, anywho, I guess that. No, okay, he can hear at least. Let's see if he can rejoin. Will it work? Maybe we'll try the old new voice channel. Okay, we'll We'll see if Cake will join back in. If not, then we'll get the trivia going. It is a fun little trivia today. Actually, no, it's not really fun. It's kind of morbid, to be honest, but we'll see. How do you go? What's going on? No. Okay, well, anywho. So, between Lancey and Scornsy here, okay? So, as per usual, Scornsy, you've been here before. Lancey, this is your first trivia. If you feel like you know the answer, say black eggnog, and you can answer. Okay. So, the trivia question here. So, Lancey, Scornsy, you guys are good? Say yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, Monza, of course, has a great history in the racing world. It was the third circuit to ever be named in auto racing history. Where does it rank in the top 10 for most total fatalities?
Second. Or black eggnog, second.
No, that is wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Lance, you have a guess?
I would say 5th.
Wow. That's a great... That was it. It was 5th. Yeah.
Hey, well, at least no extra points this time, right?
Yeah, sorry, Lance. Of course you join when there's no extra points to be given away.
Unbelievable.
Okay, so for 100 points, if you guys can guess the exact number of the amount of fatalities, you guys will get 100 points. Lance, you can go first because you got the question right. How many exact driver fatalities has happened at Monza?
I would say 6.
No, that is wrong.
Higher.
Higher, way higher. That was such a bad guess, Lancey. I'll give you another guess.
Damn.
Scornsy,
All right.
what says you? How many fatalities? Just pulling up Google quick.
I'm gonna go with 22.
No, better guess, but no.
Higher.
Even higher?
Yes, Lancey, last guess. How many fatalities has Monza had?
34.
Even higher. It is 42.
What the?
Okay, I was gonna be close. My next guess was gonna be 45. So I don't know.
Yeah, so Monza is 5th, behind Spa with 48.
First has to be Nürburgring, right?
Nope.
No, that's second.
What?
Third is the
Wait, what's
Indianapolis Motor Speedway with 56. Second is Nürburgring with 68. And number 1 is Isle of Man with 242.
What
Yeah.
the?
Oh,
Yeah.
Listen,
I forgot about that.
listen.
In 2022, 5 drivers died at the Isle of Man. So,
That's crazy, man.
So this article was
Right.
posted in 2014, but listen to this. So Autoblog notes that there have been only 2 years since World War II when there was a race that did not have a casualty in it. In 1982, when somehow everyone made it through alive, and in 2001, because the race was canceled due to foot and mouth disease in the UK. So that's literally only been one race ever that up till 2014. We don't know up until then, but like Shelly just said, 5 people died last year. That there hasn't been any
this year, 2022 is this year.
This year, thank you. Why do they keep racing that?
Adrenaline.
It's the thrill and the challenge of it, man. That has to be it.
Beyond
has
me,
to be
man.
It's crazy, but you know, a lot of the drivers, they know what they're asking for when they put on that helmet, you know, and that visor down. They know the risk, but they do it because they love it. I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm gonna go out, I'd rather go out that way. You know what I mean? Doing something that I enjoy and love. But man, yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, Scorsy,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor and tell Mother Ellie to stop being mean to me in the chat? She really hurt my feelings tonight. She
No,
called me.
no, Scornsy. He asked for it. He did.
What happened?
His mother Ellie called him an idiot.
Oh, man.
I'm sure you've heard worse.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so you're making a mountain out of a mole here, Shelly.
No, you'll be all right, man. Hey, you'll be all right. Just put on your big boy pants on. You'll be all right.
Hey, girls are mean. That just means they like you. All right. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. Thanks, guys, for sticking around and taking a part of the trivia. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys, and congrats to the podium guys, and hope it was a fun one to watch.
It was, man. Yeah. So just going back and watching it. It really was. You as well, Lancey. Thanks again.
Yes, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Okay. All right. So, Mr. Gene Shelley.
Chevy G is not my phone.
Oh. Yes. But anywho, I guess not much left to be said here. We'll be back next week. What division? We don't know. Probably. I don't think we'll be in Division 1. We'll see where we go. I need to reconfigure the last 7 races for the season. We are over halfway through Season 7. Things are starting to wind down. It is starting to take place. I'm going to remind you now, Shelly. It is. I think I'm going to remind you here, Shelly. I don't think that you used your swear word tonight.
Fuck!
There you go. You heard it here first. But yeah. Yeah, you should download that game, Shelly.
Yeah, I will. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah, I think you'll like it. I'm on year like 14 of my Oakland Athletics like MLB 22 The Show career, and like I do love it, but it's just kind of rinse and repeat. So
yeah, but he's now like auto-generated.
Yeah, we'll see. This one is a lot more in depth, and it takes everything a lot slower because there's a lot more to do, which is good. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah. Let me know how that goes. I'd like to know. Obviously, you're gonna choose the Braves, I imagine.
I'm either gonna do the Braves or the Pirates. I'd like to rebuild the hometown team.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well with the Cubs. I'm not even gonna lie. The NL Central in my season is a dogfight. For whatever reason, the Reds have picked it up. No, I don't want to rate the game. The Reds have picked it up. The Reds are doing good. The Pirates are bad as expected. I've got the team rolling, but like I said, I just lost my all-star closer out of nowhere. And
wait, you lost him?
Yeah, Dave. Yeah, I didn't even say Robertson got injured for the rest of the season.
How did he get hurt?
I don't know.
What's his injury?
Ruptured all. What is it?
Ruptured ulnar.
Ruptured ulnar collateral ligament, 14 months.
Yeah, that's UCL. That's the old Tommy John right there.
Yeah. So. Yeah. You're right. So. I signed him to. Wow, nice one. I signed him to another year on top because he was doing so good, and now he's going to be out for pretty much that whole other year too. So,
well, hey, if you stream an after, I will definitely be tuning in.
We'll see. I just lost Seiya Suzuki as well. Yeah, and he was my all-star right fielder. Actually beat out Bryce Harper and who else did he? He beat out someone for. Where is it? All-Star. No. Okay, yeah, he beat out Juan Soto and Bryce Harper for the right field All-Star voting. Suzuki did. The guy's having a good year.
Yeah.
Up to the All-Star break, he was hitting .314 with 18 home runs, an OBP of .403, and a slugging of .513.
Pretty good.
He's having a good year, and then I just lost him, so that's great. Well,
What's he got?
Sorry?
What's his injury?
Oh, it's his is a strained hamstring.
I'll be back.
Yeah. No, he will be, but now I've got Steven Piscotty as my starting right fielder.
Hey, he's not bad. He's like average. You know?
Yeah, he's supposed to be not bad, but he's freaking he's got a where's his WAR? He's got a WAR of -0.8 this season.
Not great.
No, he was not supposed to be doing this. He was supposed to be doing way better.
He's not a bad right fielder in real life, you know?
I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I went to the Mariners series and saw Stephen Kwan play for the Indians, I'm a huge Stephen Kwan fan.
Take Stephen Kwan.
Yeah, you hate Stephen Kwan?
No, I don't know how you could hate him.
No, he's a freaking dude's an absolute freaking beauty, man.
If I have to root for one team in the AL, I think I have to root for either the Mariners, the O's, or the Guardians.
So the way it goes for me is the Cubs are number 1, Mariners are number 2, Blue Jays are number 3.
That's fair.
Simple as that. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. My team's like just my team's on survival mode right now.
Yeah, no.
Current,
O's heating up.
Currently, I'm 58 and 47. I was leading the division at one point, but injuries have hit me hard here.
Yeah.
So now I've kind of fallen off a little bit. I'm a half a game out of the final wild card spot. So we'll see how things go here for my career. But maybe if I can figure out how to get the stream working a little bit later, then I'll do that, and I'll show if maybe anyone's interested in hanging out and playing a little bit out of the park baseball with me, that we can do that.
All right.
But enough said about that. We should end the stream here, man. What says you about the race? Anything on your mind that you want to discuss? Any future endeavors that they're coming to play for you?
Yeah, future endeavors. Elmo Jacko had reached out to me earlier in the season and said, if you do want to stop commentating, I am ready to put on the boots again. So, I think Elmo Jacko might be stepping in for me next season. That is not confirmed yet. I have not made up that decision. But, going for D1. If I end up going back to racing, may not, you know. Never know. That's the big news.
Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah, in other news, good race tonight. Went from wet to dry. Wasn't too chaotic. Was pretty chaotic from Monza, but you got 17 guys finishing the race. I'd love to see it. And on to next week.
Yeah, true enough, man. Couldn't have said it better myself. All I'm gonna say is check out the sponsors, Ulek Colvin. Just a shout out to him. I'm not sure if he's still doing his graphic designing, but very much appreciate him stepping in and sponsoring this season. Raise Energy, 15% off on your cart whenever you do this in the order MWF1 at the promo code there. EPOS Gaming, !EPOS in chat. You can check that link out and it'll bring you right up to the store. And then even if you buy through that link, will go back and aid the Midwest F1 League, as well as Sim Racer Coin. If you're into cryptocurrency, might as well get some Sim Racer Coin, because Sim Racer Coin does hand out a lot of the coin to a lot of the winning drivers throughout a lot of several leagues here, us being included. So go check that out and have a little fun with that one. But other than that, that is about it for us here in the Midwest F1 League. Hopefully that you did truly enjoy what was on display for you this evening, and if you did not, I very much apologize, and hopefully we can do that a little bit better next week. Man, if you missed the broadcast, go check it out on the YouTube channel there. All of our past broadcasts are up there, and you can see the other divisions as well as Division 2. I believe Hotspot is there, and Division 3, I believe J to Win It is casting that one as well. Instagram and Twitter, just search up Midwest Esports and it will pop up for you there. Go check that out. They do a great job there, and they need a little bit of love, because just like the quality of stuff that pops up on my feed every time Midwest Esports does post something is top notch. So go check that out. Go support that. Honestly, support those guys over supporting the Twitch channel, because they do a great job. I really do
Peter
believe
DRH, big shout out to him and Texas Feed for doing the graphics now.
Yeah.
Both of them work.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well put. Yeah, unbelievable job. But anywho, as per usual, hopefully you do enjoy your weekend, and be sure to stay safe and have a good one, and God rest the Queen. Hopefully that she does have a good resting from this point on, and all hail King Charles, I believe it is. So nothing left to say other than have a good weekend, and hopefully we'll be seeing you soon. And as per usual, I've been Crash McQueen, as well as I've been joined by Shelly the Turtle. We've been in the Midwest F1 League. Have a good night.